続いては主催者の特別推薦枠ということでご登場いただきます。ご登場いただきますのはenTouchのマーティ・ロバーツ様です。では拍手でお迎えください。お願いいたします。
こんばんは。enTouchのマーティと申します。よろしくお願いいたします。But I'm going to do this in English. So, I'm Marty Roberts of enTouch. I've been working in the Japanese pharmaceutical industry for about 10 years. And before starting enTouch, I was running a company called Sejidin. And we were the #1 seller of Salesforce automation software in the pharmaceutical industry. And in that role, I noticed that we're facing this all around the world, but especially in Japan right now. The pharmaceutical industry spends an awful lot of money to promote drugs to doctors. They do this in the hope that the doctor will prescribe you that medicine. But we do it in a highly inefficient manner. We spend Nisenman, that's like $100,000, $200,000 a year, on high-priced sales guys called medical reps, or MRs, who try to spend all their time waiting in hospital hallways to get 1 to 2 minutes to teach a doctor about a new drug. Doctors want the information, and they need to know it to prescribe you the new medicine, but they don't really have 1 to 2 minutes to listen to a salesperson in a hallway. So what we did is we decided to make this a lot more convenient for the doctors. So by using our own team of medical representatives, and we've set up 50 all around the nation of Japan at first, we connect them online so that at convenient times the doctors can obtain the information they need to make important prescribing decisions. Looks something like this. So on the enTouch system we have, through our homepage, it's very simple. The MRs of the big pharmaceutical companies, as well as doctors themselves, can go onto a calendar, select topics of interest to them, schedule an appointment when the doctor has time to listen. Very busy people. At the appointed time, one of our medical representatives calls the doctor and teaches the doctor about the new medicine. So for instance, this is one of our medical reps. And it's great because the doctor scheduled the time, he's ready to listen, they can be extremely interactive. They can ask questions, they can listen, they can click, they can do surveys. So I'll jump ahead. Next slide. So, what are the results when we started this with doctors? And we started about a year ago. The results have been really impressive. Normally, an MR, in Japan anyways, gets about 1 to 2 minutes of FaceTime with the doctor. We're finding 25-minute sessions on average with doctors. Normally, when an MR speaks with a doctor, about 40% of the time, they can convert that doctor to prescribe more medicine. In our case, we're finding 88% of the time we convert the doctor. And this is because we're able to answer all of the doctor's questions in a single session. Now, how do we make money? Well, we take it from the pharmaceutical industry. They've got enough, trust me. So basically, we have, of course, our setup fees, and we charge them about $10,200 a month to run the program. When they're fully loaded, this is about $1,000,000 a year for a brand, so about $800,000. We started, I mentioned, about a year ago. What we've done so far is we raised about $500,000, so that's like $500,000 through angel funding as well as government debt funding from the Japanese government. We've used this to create our executive team to onboard 50 medical reps working for us all around the nation of Japan. And we've already launched with 4 pharmaceutical companies covering Japan. Next year, we're going to go for about 10 gold coin, so it's about $1.5 million. Beyond that, I feel really appreciative we built some really important partnerships for the pharmaceutical industry. But that's stage 1, right? That's pretty simple. We're connecting sales reps with doctors. What we're moving into now for 2017 is connecting doctors to doctors, to create doctor referral networks throughout the nation, to create continuing medical education. And then finally, regulation, the winds of change are happening in the regulatory environment of Japan, and very soon we are convinced that doctors will be able to be reimbursed for treating patients online, much like it already exists in the US and Europe. We see it coming in Japan, and we're positioning ourselves to be the #1 platform for telehealth in Japan. We've got a great team, and so please join us. We're always looking for new customers, we're looking for new partners, and new people to come join us on our journey. So, thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。